There's something nice about fidgeting with a knife, nice pocket knife. I've always carried some type of knife ever since I was a teenager. It's not until recently, well, last several years, that I've started to care quite a bit about what kind of knife I'm carrying and why. You know, now I want a good knife. I don't just want a Lowe's on sale, you know, last of the bin type of knife. Like, this is a Benchmade. It's a quality knife. You know, when you're younger, quality sometimes isn't as important as the budget and, you know, how much something costs. As you get older and you get a little more, just, you know, a little more financially secure, you look for areas that improve the simplicity and improve the reliability in life. And quality of items that you purchase is a huge one. You know, it wasn't that long ago that I really hadn't even heard of the word or the acronym EDC. And if you don't know what EDC is, everyday carry. It's the items that you carry on your person on a, you know, pretty much a everyday basis. For a lot of guys, that's gonna be a knife, a wallet, maybe a pen, you know, a set of keys or key holder, things like that. One of the things social media has really let us focus in on is a lot of creators, smaller companies. And you know, they start making products and they're incredibly unique and they're incredibly nice. And you know, the quality is wonderful. It's because they're being made on a small scale basis. Unfortunately, all too often, you know, when we scale the production of things like knives and wallets and things way up, they just lose that good touch, that feel, that quality, that uniqueness. And for me, that's what EDC is all about. It's about not, you know, picking out the big box store items. It's about finding small company items that inspire you and make you happy to pull that knife out of your pocket and use it. Let's talk about my 2021 EDC. Let's start out with one of the newest additions to my EDC lineup, this money clip. This is the Mini Viper titanium money clip from Superior Titanium. If you guys have any experience with a money clip, well, you know that there's one main thing that goes wrong with money clips, and that's when you put a bunch of bills in, it can spread or stretch the money clip open far enough that it doesn't clamp down on a smaller amount of bills when you only have a smaller amount of bills. Besides looking good, having a nice feel to it, being thin, it retains its capacity. So even right now, like, it's nice and stiff. Let's just take a few bills and see how it does. And you can see that is still nice and tight. That's what's missing in most money clips. I went through a lot of money clips. It's nice to have your money organized in your pocket instead of scattered all over the place. That way you can just pull your stack out, go right to exactly what you want, and nice and neat and organized, handle whatever kind of transaction that you're trying to handle. So the Mini Viper titanium money clip by Superior Titanium, definitely a great product. I encourage you to go check it out. That leads me to my next item, which is my Mini Griptilian by Benchmade. Such an awesome knife, guys. It's the Blackout series, and man, it is a great knife. It's also a great fidget toy. Blade length is just under 3 inches. Total open length is about 6 3/4 inches. Closed length, I think it's about 3 3/4 inches as well. And it just fits in your hand pretty perfectly. It comes really sharp. Benchmade does a wonderful job with their quality. I will say that on the clip, right here, you do need to check these screws out every once in a while and make sure that they're tight. I've been carrying a Mini Griptilian for years, and I've never had a single issue with them unless I caused it by doing something I probably shouldn't have been doing with the knife or sharpened it improperly. no scratches, and this knife it's in my pocket all the time. I have both the black version, there's also many other colors. I have the green version as well, and I have other knives from Benchmade, but because of the size of this and the the usability of it, this is definitely my everyday carry, whether it's the black or the green. Love the Mini Griptilian by Benchmade. Next up is my AirPods. And this is the Airpods Pro. The reason I like the Airpods Pro is because they have noise canceling. That really helps to be able to focus on whatever it is you're listening to and kind of get rid of that background noise. The other thing I really like about the AirPod Pro is this piece right here. And that's just like a little silicone or rubber piece that helps it stay in your ear. The big problem I had with the original AirPods was they'd fall out of your ear so easily. These, they just stay there. They do what you want them to do. I'm really happy with the sound of the AirPods. And I've used others here and there. I've never been able to find a pair that, when you compare everything, the comfort, the sound, how it fits in your pocket, everything all together, I think Apple's just still has it, better than everybody else. They've done it. And for me, I always say Apple, it just works. And that's what these do. They just work. As soon as you pull them out, put them in your ears, they click and connect to your phone. It's just seamless. And that's why I like my AirPods Pro. Speaking of Apple, I also have my cell phone. Now, I didn't include this in the lineup or the picture for the EDC because everyone has a cell phone. And, it is an everyday carry, so that qualifies, at least for me, to talk about it a little bit. I just recently updated to the iPhone 12. And again, it just works. It does everything I want it to do, and it just seamlessly talks to the computer, to my AirPods. And once you get in that Apple ecosystem, I'm afraid you're pretty stuck. It's a heck of a fight to get out. But to be honest with you, I don't want to get out. I just think that they're making great stuff, and the fact that they're integrated so seamlessly, it's just hard to say no. This is the 12. Now, I did upgrade from the 10 because the back glass cracked on my 10. I've never had that happen before, but it did. I'm gonna get it fixed and recycle it to my kids, and so I picked up the 12, and so far love it. The case came from Apple too. This is a newer case. I've always had the OtterBox commuter case. It's just taken care of me for so long. It was hard to change, but this one does just as good as the commuter, and it sticks out just past the screen to keep it from cracking if you drop it, but it also has it's kind of sticky there, so when I'm driving in my truck and I have it on my console, it's not going to go sliding off whenever I hit the brakes or hit the gas. It sticks, stays where I want it to, and it just works. My next EDC item is my Trayvex Element wallet. Now, this wallet is over a year old. It was on my 2020 EDC list, but it's still in great shape, and it's kind of like it probably should be an Apple wallet. It just works. One of the hardest things for me when I really started getting into EDC was taking my trifold wallet with 3,000 credit cards and medical cards and this card and that card, Stewart cards, and then the cash inside. And when you folded it up, it was like, an inch and a half thick. And when you sit down on a seat, your butt's all uneven and it got this lump. It's just not good. And it was hard to give all that stuff up that's in your wallet. Over the years, you just look at ladies, you can relate to all the stuff that adds up in your purse. It's not as drastic for guys, but we do end up with a lot of stuff in our wallets. The great thing about an EDC wallet is it forces you to go through all of that and only carry what you need. And it was one of the best things that I did because now I don't have the worries of all that stuff. I carry one card for each of my businesses, a personal card, license, medical cards, and the essentials. And then you see here, it's got this little clip. If you unclip it, on the back, and by the way, you can get this strap engraved. I have my name on it, but when you take the strap down and now this flap comes open, And there is a clip for your actual bills. And so what happens is if you put too much stuff in here, you won't be able to bring this strap around and button it closed. I love that. It's a nice leather product. It's made by a smaller company, and it's what EDC is all about, in my opinion. Trayvex Element Wallet. Go check Trayvex out. I think you'll be very impressed with their lineup.
So next up is the watch that I carry most days, not every day, but most days. And that's the Fenix 6 by Garmin. A wonderful watch, but very expensive. My main objective with this watch was GPS and other hiking features that the Apple Watch just didn't do as well as I'd like. So the Apple Watch uses GPS from an app through your phone, whereas I wanted a device that could tell me my altitude, you know, the pressure, and all these hiking features that mean a lot in the moment, at the moment, no matter where I am. And the Garmin 6 comes in several different sizes. One of the other reasons I really like this watch is because it comes in 51mm. It's just a much better look. It's larger, it's more manly, it's just a better look. Nothing against the Apple Watch, which is the watch I use the rest of the time. I also have a Casio ProTrek that I use some too, which is more of a analog style watch, although it does do a few smartwatch features. But this Fenix 6 is just a very comfortable watch. It looks good. It's just not as software smooth as the Apple Watch. And that's the thing about Apple, it just works, right? But this works too. This Fenix 6 works too. It's just a little different. Now, what I'm going to say is that the Fenix 6 does not warrant the cost. It just doesn't when it comes to the best bang for your buck. If it had software that worked as smoothly as Apple, yes, I would say it's worth the cost, but it doesn't. And once you get using it, you realize right away, this is going to be much more, intense trying to get what you want, how you want. It's just a lot of menus, a lot of different things, and it's just not as smooth. Would I purchase this watch again? I don't know, guys. I really don't know. I think it's a little steep. I think there's many other options out there that are worth the money, but since I already bought it, this is my most days carry watch.
I said earlier that the money clip was my newest addition, but actually this guy's my newest addition. That is the Heritage X by Peter McKinnon at Clocks and Colors. It's got some nice antler work on the sides, nice mountain scene on the front, and again, some nice antler scenes on the other side. Now, I came across this ring on Facebook, actually. I'm scrolling through Facebook, and here's a Clocks and Colors ad with the Peter McKinnon ring. If you don't know who Peter McKinnon is, he's a huge YouTuber who is into photography and all kinds of camera stuff and filmmaking and EDC and all types of stuff. He's an inspiration of mine, and he's from Canada, and he's putting out great stuff. He's put his name on this, and I don't know the exact relationship between him and Clocks and Colors, but this is a Peter McKinnon inspired ring, and in support of Peter and us, another smaller company that's making great things. I love the outdoors, and a mountain scene like that just fits me really well, and it's pretty badass looking. So go check out Clocks and Colors and see what they have to offer for you. They have a lot of different style stuff. On average, those are the main items. Once in a while I'll carry my pen with me, but I just don't like having a pen in my pocket. Even during COVID, I have been carrying my pen a little more often during COVID, but it's still, when you carry it in your pocket, it's just, it's kind of just bulky. It's not the most comfortable. So I haven't been carrying it as much as I was last year. That was in my 2020 EDC video. Let me know what you think about these EDC videos down in the comments below. Let's hear what you carry on an everyday basis. What's in your pockets? What kind of knife are you carrying? What kind of jewelry are you rocking? What kind of wallet do you have? Tell us what's going on with your EDC down below. That'd be a big help to all of us. And for you guys that aren't into EDC or just getting into EDC, make sure you look into the small companies, the small creators. Help support that small business. A lot of times what you're gonna find is their products are superior, far superior than those mass-produced things by big box stores. I appreciate you watching the whole video. It means a lot to me to have your support. I can't wait to hear from you down in the comments below. I hope you guys have an awesome week, and I'll see you on the next video.